How about a big welcome for Mr. Ned Beatty? Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the committee and the city of Metropolis of the 30th Annual Superman Celebration, we want to welcome you to the Q&A of our superstars that came in to help us celebrate our 30th anniversary. Well, once again, we want to introduce our stars to you. I have watched just about every movie Ned Beatty has performed in. They go back to 1972, Times of Judge Roy Bean, Nashville in 1975, Stroker Ace in 1983, The Big Easy in 1987, and of course, Superman the movie. Ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome for Mr. Ned Beatty. Okay, we're going to open it up for some questions. I'm going to open it up first. My first question is for Ned. Back in 1983, you starred as in the Stroker Ace movie. How hard was it to have Lonnie Anderson as your assistant?
I had a wonderful love scene in my mind to play with Lonnie Anderson and the dark-headed kid who's part Native American named Burt Reynolds blew the whole thing up.
This question's from Ned. Did you enjoy making Shooter?
Yes. A lot of it was shot on a glacier that was north of Vancouver in Canada.
It's actually the same glacier that we shot The Fortress of Solitude on in the end of season 4. It's the same, yeah, it was the same glacier.
Danny Glover and I had long conversations, deep conversations about religion, because we couldn't figure out why we were up there on that glacier. I thought Shooter was kind of a wondrous idea, mostly because one thing I don't think we did particularly well was tell part of the story the script tried to tell, which is how there's very few people in the world at any given time that can do those kinds of shots with a rifle. And it's kind of interesting information if you start thinking about something we don't like to think about, assassinations. Anyway, no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was an interesting piece of material. Oh, and by the way, I got to say political things which they cut out. I made a comment about our vice president in one scene that they just lost completely. We'll never, ever see it again.
I have a question for Ned and Allison. An anecdote maybe from Superman 1 and 2, working with Lex Luthor, and your take on Lex Luthor in Smallville. A story, an anecdote, anything that we would love to hear. Thank you.
You got one?
I have to do this. I have this terrible confession to make. And part of this has to be, the only excuse is that I'm a golf addict. And any time there's even possibility of getting on a golf course, I usually am out there. I play sometimes 1, 2 in the morning. I have never seen Smallville, and I got to get this off my chest. It's making me nuts. You have no idea how you make somebody want to see it. And having not seen it, and she reminded me today, we were in a movie together, a short film that was made by a student at USC. She was 8 years old. The good news is I was nice to her in the movie.
Yes, this is for Mr. Beatty. You done the first 2 Superman movies, and if I'm correct, you also done the Captain America movie. Which one did you enjoy the most and why?
Captain America was shot in Yugoslavia before the Iron Curtain came down. wasn't a lot of fun. I love being the first two Superman films, but I wanted to be in more, and I was kind of sad that I wasn't in more. I think Richard Pryor took my. The only thing that made me feel any better was Richard Pryor is one of my. I'm a huge fan of his. I've worked with him a few times. I think he's the funniest man in America when he was being funny. And he kind of became the Otis of the second film. So, did I answer the question? I'm getting to that age, folks. I don't know when I do something and not. I just don't.